Hey YouTube, I'm back again with another story. Woo! So this week I want to talk about my first deaf event. So in my school, our teachers encourage us to go to deaf events to meet deaf people and really get ourselves involved in the deaf community. You know, it's really important to use language with people who are native signers of that language. So, you know, if you're someone who's an ASL student, I would encourage you to go out and find deaf vets of your own. And all of them are just so awesome, and you meet really nice people. So if you want a place to meet new people and socialize using ASL, definitely encouraged. So, because I'm the awkward person I am, of course, my first event was okay. I think it was more just myself, like, freaking out. I hadn't really known that much sign language at the time. I'd gotten maybe a semester's worth, but, you know, I was able to communicate with someone and I knew how to fingerspell, which is really important. And that kind of got me through it. But I remember there's this really nice man who came up to us, me and my friends were at a table for Madonna. And my friends were sophomores, and myself and the person who I drove with were both freshmen, and it was both our first deaf event, so it was cool, but it was like, oh, at the same time. So, this guy came up to our table, and he was like, oh, hi, how are you? What's your name? Oh, you're all Madonna students? Awesome. And it was around, Halloween had actually just happened, I think, like, 2 days ago, or maybe even the day before. This was last year, and he had asked me how my Halloween was, and I didn't know the sign for Halloween yet, so yeah, I think you can imagine how that went. So it was really nice, and he was like, it's a sign for Halloween. There's just one way to sign Halloween. There's others, and I had no clue what he was talking about signing. And I had my glasses on. I was like, oh, my glasses. I thought he was asking about my glasses. So I pointed and he was like, no, Halloween. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have no clue what you're talking about. So we kind of like turned to my friend. I was like, oh, was your Halloween good? And then I was just like, oh gosh, oh, of course. And then after he left the table, my friend turned to me and asked me, did you know what that sign was? I was like, no, I have no idea. It's like, oh, it's cool. He was asking about your Halloween. And I was like, oh, Halloween. Oh god. I was just like, oh, okay. We went on talking and signing. And at the end of the night, as we were leaving, I happened to see him by the door. And I was like, oh, my chance to redeem myself. And I turned to him, I was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you, my Halloween was really good. I was working for it. He's like, oh, good to hear, good to hear. Oh, you're leaving now? Yeah. Okay, well, it was nice meeting you. And I was just like, oh. I didn't completely fail at it, but it's definitely one of those things where Halloween is not a sign I will forget, and it's almost, when Halloween time comes, it's a really funny story for me to tell. And, I look back on it now and I laugh at it. So this week I'm recommending in the description below that you check out Sean Forbes, who is an amazing deaf rapper and also has a really amazing video, which I love, that he did with Marley Matlin, and it's so good. So go check that out. Remember, be awesome. Why did that? Also, if there's anyone that's watching this, which I think there might have been, which I'm kind of happy about, woo! Comment below and like and maybe subscribe just a little bit.